Hello, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you're all doing well. I'm your English teacher and this is your English video lecture. In this lecture, I will do the revision of Unit 1, Paika Paika, its summary and its book exercises. Now let's move towards our summary of Unit 1, that is Paika Paika. I have already taught you this unit in my previous lectures. You can check out those videos for the detailed explanation of Unit 1. In this lecture, I will only highlight the main points of the unit, okay? The first main point is that Paika Paika is the old name for a magpie. Okay, then after that there are some features mentioned in this unit about magpies that magpies are clever birds and they also have some bad habits. They are aggressive and they are lazy. They are lazy because they can take up to 40 days to build a nest, and about their nests are untidy, and worst of all, they steal. Okay, now what they steal, there are five things that are mentioned in this unit that the magpies might steal. Okay, first of all, the first is twigs, grass and eggs. Then they can steal shiny items as well, such as rings and chains. Okay, these are the five things that the magpies might steal. After that, the untidy nest. This is a fable story. What is a fable story? A fable is a made up story that teaches a message. Okay, and fables usually include animals, birds or plants that talk. Fables make us think because there are elements of truth in them. This story is also fable which teaches us a lesson. In this story there is an owl and a magpie. The owl is teaching the birds to make nests and all the birds are listening except for one, that is the magpie. When the owl speak, the magpie say, "Caw, caw, I knew that before." After a while, all the other birds got fed up with the magpie. "Well, if you know it all, you can finish your nest yourself." This is what the owl said to the magpie, and all the birds flew away and left the chattering magpie alone. That is why to this day the magpie is slow at building a nest and steals from other birds. An untidy half-made bundle of sticks is the best he can produce. Okay, the lesson here, the moral of the story here is that if you do not listen to your teacher, you will be left alone with no knowledge. Just like the magpie, who has no knowledge regarding the building of nest. An untidy half-made bundle of sticks is the best he can produce. Okay, this is all about the summary of Unit 1. Now we will move towards our book exercises that are on page number 5, 6 and 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, exercise A, that is on page number 5. There are 5 questions here. Exercise A is on answer the questions. What is the old name for a magpie? The answer of this question is mentioned in the first line of the unit. Paika Paika is the old name for a magpie. After that, second question is name 3 features of the magpie. I explained some features of the magpie. You can write 3 features here. They are clever birds, they are aggressive and they are lazy. This is what I have written. Name 2 things that a magpie might steal. Okay, I told you about 5 things that the magpie might steal. You can write any 2 here. I have written twigs and grass. What does a magpie's nest look like? Their nests are untidy. What is a fable? A fable is a made up story that teaches a message. You can write any short and easy definition here. Okay, now we will move towards exercise B, that is also on page number 5, and the exercise B is true or false. Okay, the first column is about the magpie. The magpie is quick at building a nest. False. The magpie steals from other birds. True. The magpie is very intelligent. True. The magpie is the king of the birds. False. The magpie can be very untidy. True. Okay, the second column is about fable, and if these points are true about fables or not. So let's see. Fables are stories that teach a message. True. Fables are stories that may have birds as characters. True. Fables are stories that are only for adults. False. No, they are not only for adults. Fables are stories that are always true. False. Fables are not always true. Fables are stories that are always sad. False. Okay. Now we will move towards exercise A, that is on page number 6. Okay, these three exercises that are on page number 6, these are about capital letters and full stop, that where you are supposed to use capital letters and full stops. Okay, now I will explain some points here, that with the help of those points you can solve these three exercises. A capital letter is used at the beginning of a sentence. A capital letter is also used for the name of a person, place, day or month, the name of a special day or festival. The letter I when used on its own. A full stop is used to end a sentence. Okay, so with the help of these points we will solve exercise A. The first point is already solved. The leader and I did not agree about the trip to Italy. T of the and I of Italy is capitalized. I of Italy is capitalized because it is the name of a country, and the T of the is capitalized because it is in the start of the sentence, and I is capitalized because it is used on its own. Okay, the second one is when I am older I would like to go skiing in the Alps. Okay, W is capitalized, I is capitalized, again I is capitalized, and A of Alps is capitalized. The third one is my friend and I go horse riding in Karachi on Saturday mornings. M is capitalized of my, I is capitalized, K of Karachi is capitalized, and S of Saturday is capitalized. The fourth one is his sisters went to Russia to study last September. H of his is capitalized, R of Russia is capitalized, and S of September is capitalized. And there are full stops in all of these sentences at the end. Okay, you are supposed to put full stop in all of these sentences at the end. Last Christmas we went ice skating and I sprained my ankle. The L of last is capitalized and I is capitalized, and after ankle there is a full stop. In the sixth one, I love making and sending cards to people on Valentine's Day. I is capitalized and V is capitalized, and D of day is capitalized. Okay, this is all about exercise A. Now we will move towards exercise B. Capital letters are also used for languages, nationalities, and title of books, films and magazines. Okay, with the help of these points we will solve exercise B. Rewrite these sentences using capital letters and full stop. The first one is already solved, in which I is capitalized. I study German in school every Thursday. I is capitalized, G of German is capitalized, and T of Thursday is capitalized, and then a full stop. Okay. The second one is I am an American and I live in England. I is capitalized, A of American is capitalized, I again is capitalized, and E of England is capitalized, and then a full stop. The third one is Anne and I were in Scotland for the festival on New Year's Eve. Okay. The A of N is capitalized, then I is capitalized, then Scotland, S is capitalized, and NYE of New Year's Eve is capitalized, then full stop. Fourth one is my favorite book, The Little Prince, was translated from French. M of my is capitalized, TLP is capitalized of The Little Prince. Why? Because this is the name of a book. And F of French is capitalized, and then a full stop. Then the fifth one is I love reading about English soccer players in Match magazine, full stop. I is capitalized, then English, E is capitalized, M of Match is capitalized. Then in the sixth one, Eid is a Muslim festival to celebrate the end of Ramadan. E of Eid is capitalized, M of Muslim is capitalized, and R of Ramadan is capitalized, then a full stop. The seventh one is Australia is both a country and a continent, full stop. A of Australia is capitalized, and that's it. We'll put a full stop at the end. The 8th one is Chinese New Year is also known as the Spring Festival, full stop. CNY of Chinese New Year is capitalized, and the S of spring is capitalized, then full stop. Okay, that is all about exercise B. Now we will move towards exercise C. Read the paragraph very carefully, rewrite it correctly in your copy. Okay. You certainly know that the moon revolves around the earth and is therefore the earth's satellite, full stop. Y of U is capitalized, M of moon is capitalized, E of earth is capitalized, I of is not capitalized. Okay. E of earth is again capitalized, and full stop. Okay. But did you know that some of the other planets have their moons? B of but is capitalized, and that's it. Of the 9 planets in the solar system, comma, okay, Mercury, Venus and Pluto have no satellite. O of off is capitalized, MVP of Mercury, Venus and Pluto is capitalized. The other 6 planets have 31 satellites between them. T of the is capitalized, and that's it. Okay. Jupiter is the largest planet and it has the most satellites. It has 12, comma. Saturn has 9, comma. Uranus has 5, comma. Mars and Neptune has 2 each. Okay. J of Jupiter is capitalized, S of Saturn is capitalized, U of Uranus is capitalized, M of Mars is capitalized, N of Neptune is capitalized, and then a full stop. The Earth is the only planet that has a single satellite, comma, the moon. T of the is capitalized, E of earth is capitalized, and M of moon is capitalized. Then a full stop. This is all about exercise C. Now we will move towards exercise A. Comprehension. Similes make interesting comparisons. Read the word that completes each simile. Okay. I have already taught simile in my previous lectures. You can check out my previous lectures for the detailed explanation of simile. Here I will revise exercise A. As easy as ABC. Okay. As cool as cucumber. The third one is as cold as ice. The fourth one is as good as gold. The fifth one is as plain as day. The sixth one is as bold as brass. Okay. The seventh is as wise as an owl. The eighth one is as black as coal. I hope that you are clear with the answers. Now we will move towards exercise B, that is on page number 7. Okay, vocabulary, ring the correct word to complete each comparison. Bread is to baker as house is to builder. Okay. Stop is to go as rough is to smooth. Then the third one is snow is to white as sky is to blue. Why? Because blue is the color of sky. And in the fourth one is bath is to bathroom as bed is to bedroom. You are just supposed to try to match the things where it belong, okay, in this exercise. Now we will move towards exercise C. Okay, that is also on page number 7. Word structure, add a second syllable to make a new word. Okay, you are supposed to add a syllable to make a new word. For example, the first one is solved, which is track, and they added tor, so it is tractor. The second one is plus, I added tick, so it's plastic. 2 syllables. Okay. The third one is may, I added or, so it is mayor. The fourth one is visit, so viz, so I added art, so it's now wizard. Fifth one is happy, hap, I added y, so it became happy. Okay. The sixth one is far, I added der, so it's farther. The seventh one is par, I added ent, so it became parent. 8 is hall, I added low, so it became hollow. The ninth one is per, I added sun, so it became person. The 10th is nib, I added le, so it became a nibble. 11th is fame, I added ous, so it became famous. The 12th is pupil. Why? Because I added il to the pup. Okay, this is all about exercise C. You can write any syllable of your choice and which can make correct words. Now we will move towards exercise E on page number 7. Use the alphabet to answer the questions. It's teaser time actually. So the first question here is use the alphabet to answer the questions. Then some alphabets are written here from A to Z. The first question is how many letters are there between G and N. Okay, so the letters are mentioned here. You will count the letters from G and N. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 letters from G and N, so you will write 6. How many vowels are there in the alphabet? There are 5 vowels. We already know E, I, O, U. How many letters have a curve? You will see that how many letters have curve in all of these alphabets, and then you will write it here. To my knowledge, there are 10. Okay, which letter is the same number of letters from M and from Q? Okay, it's O. Okay, it's O here. The O comes in the same number. Now we will move towards exercise A on page number 8, which is a vocabulary match the related words, use each word only once. Okay, here we have a block in which some words are given, and we have to match those words with the words mentioned here. Okay, for example, for zebra it's stripes because zebra has stripes. For birds it's beak. For tortoise it's shell. For dog paws. Cow udders. For dolphin it's bottlenose. For cats it's whiskers. For whale it's blubber. For salmon it's scales. And for elephants it's tusk. So basically there are features of some animals and birds given here that you have to match, and this is all about exercise A. Now we will move towards exercise B, comprehension based on information from Pika Pika. Are these sentences true or false? So this exercise is related to your unit and it is about true and false. So first one is magpies are clever birds. Yes, they are clever birds. A magpie is a true story. No, false. A fable is not always true. Okay. The third one is magpies are gentle birds. False. Magpies have very untidy nests. True. Magpies are thieves. True. Magpies build their nest quickly. False. No, they are very lazy. And magpies do not recognize themselves in mirrors. False. They are clever. They can recognize themselves in mirrors. Okay. Fables often include talking animals. True. The wise owl built all the nest. False. No, he just taught the birds how to build a nest. Okay. The 10th is fables are only for adults. False, because they are not only for adults, they can be for kids as well. Now we will move towards exercise C, that is on page number 8. Grammar. Rewrite the sentences using capital letters and full stop. The first one is my brother and I went to London. Full stop. Okay. The M of my is capital, the I is capital, and the L of London is capital, then full stop. The second one is I have read Treasure Island. I is capital and T and I of Treasure Island is capital because this is the name of a book. The third is Independence Day is in August. Okay, I is capital and August A is capital. Fourth is my cousins live in Dubai. The D of Dubai is capital and full stop. Then 5, my favorite day is Friday. My the M of my is capital and the F of Friday is capital, and that's it. So wherever there is the full stop is missing at the end of a sentence, you are supposed to put a full stop, and if the first letter of your sentence is small, so you will capitalize it, and after that you will look into these sentences and you will see that where you are supposed to capitalize the letters according to the points that I explained before. Okay, with the help of those points you can solve this exercise. So this is all for today's lecture, and thank you. Have a nice day.